Have you ever come into work, sat down at your computer to begin a project, opened up your editor and then just stared at the screen? This happened to me so many times, so I understand your struggle. Even if you love your job, you don't always feel like doing it every single day. There are so many factors that influence your ability to show up to work with enthusiasm and then work hard all day long. There are so many external events that can take priority in your mind, like family struggle, breakup, a sick pet, and make it a lot harder for you to focus. Then, of course, there are struggles at work too that can make it hard for you to feel motivated, like getting a bad review or not getting enough value from your manager on a project that you worked so hard for. So, what do? Many people turn to procrastination or ignore the tasks, but that only postpones the work, and the work needs to be get done. But if you want to be successful, then you should learn how to push through challenges and deliver the valuable results. Since this happens to me quite often, I have captured 5 of my best strategies for turning out amazing work even when I don't feel like doing it. Hey guys, welcome back to Think Theory, and if you're new to the channel, then make sure you click the subscribe button for more videos on health, lifestyle and productivity. So the first tip is to practice the art of procrastination. Do you ever find trouble working from home because you just get distracted by unwashed dishes in the sink or laundry that needs to be folded? You have probably been told that you're a big procrastinator, but in fact, you might just be the opposite. As you're working on a project, your brain needs to take breaks, not just to recharge, but also to form new connections and create new ideas. That's why getting up to wash the dishes, folding the laundry, taking a walk, or any other activity that allows you to let your mind relax for a while can be really good for your productivity overall. Because when you do something that feels satisfying, your brain releases dopamine, which triggers the part of the brain associated with creativity and send energy to the areas that helps you to make connections and see things in a new ways. So next time you're stuck on a project you don't want to start, try doing something that you know will be satisfying. You just might have a bright idea that you're rinsing off during your dishes, and that will make you excited to run to the computer and get to work. My second tip is to get other people involved. Sometimes the best way to get yourself to do something is to make yourself accountable to another person, because our brains are wired not to let other people down. If someone invests in you by agreeing to help you accomplish your goals, you are driven to do your part by a desire to live up to that commitment. According to a study done by American Society of Training and Development, people who commit to someone else have a 65% chance of accomplishing the goals that they set. That number goes up to 95% if you commit to a specific accountability appointment with that person. I'm gonna share a few ways to apply that into your own lifestyle. Number 1. Set deadlines with your manager for when certain aspects of the project will be complete, and schedule regular check-ins on status. Number 2. Make a recurring date with your peer to work together. For example, if you are both tasked with running a series of tedious tests then you both would rather put off, set a time to sit together and get them done. Number 3. Ask for help on part of the project. With the help of another person to reduce your workload, you can get other parts of the projects done. Set a time to meet with your helper to combine your results. Delegating work can be especially helpful when you have a really big project in front of you. Sometimes the scope of a project is so overwhelming that it is hard to get started. If you can get some help from your team to tackle some of the projects, then you can focus your effort on more manageable workload. The third and the last tip is to gamify your process. Dealing with a really big project used to hold me back, and I even resisted starting because I was so overwhelmed by the scope of the project. And of course, this meant that I procrastinated until only the minimum amount of the time remained to complete the project. Then I would end up working crazy long hours, and sometimes I ended up with the results that was nowhere near to prime. This was super stressful and usually meant my work was not as good as it could have been if I had only started earlier. Then I started to approach a project by turning it into as many tiny steps as possible. That way, I could get a few early easy wins under my belt. For example, each step would be a task such as search for something on Google or have a conversation with someone. Crossing things off of your to-do list gives your brain a happy little dopamine hit. Even if the tasks are tiny, it keeps your motivation up and your excuses down. Try breaking your next project into smallest increments you possibly can. Each step should be really small. I try for tasks that can take like 15 minutes or less and really easy to accomplish. So that way you can get a win. Alright guys, these are the 3 tips that will help you to get stuff done even when you don't want to do it. Number 1, practice the art of the procrastination. Number 2, get other people involved in it. Number 3, gamify your process. Thank you all so much for watching this video. On what topic you want me to make the next video? Tell us in the comment section. And if you get some value out of this video, then don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more videos on health, lifestyle, and productivity. And I will see you in next one. Peace.